today's topic of discussion is my mother's list of red flags and green flags when it comes to relationships and friendships and men. We were talking about men specifically when she got into this, and I've been drilled with this information into my brain since a very young age because that's just how I was raised, and some of it I don't fully agree with, and there's other things that I have my own opinions about. So I'm gonna read her list. I haven't really gone through it yet. So I think we should start with a green flag. Ambitious, has career goals, personal future goals, short and long term goals, and acts on them. Self explanatory. Red flag. Lazy, all talk, no action. Meaning he talks about all these things he's gonna do or do for you or blah 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 and then never does them, never follows through, leaves you wondering, leaves you hanging. No, we're not dealing with that. Okay. Kind, this is a green flag. Kind, respectful, listens, looks at you, treats you like a queen, pays attention when you speak, and committed to what you have to say. So he's giving you the time of day, you know? Ooh, that was kind of low-key bars. Red flag. No aspirations to do better in a career or hobby, aka no motivation. Another red flag. Bullshits you about fabricated accomplishments, meaning he says things to try to impress you and make things up to sound like he's better than he actually is, or he has this certain status, or he's done all these really cool things to try to get you to like him more. Ew. Green flag. Loving to his mother, has a great relationship with his parents and siblings, is a family man, and has a strong faith in God. Yeah, I agree to the most part. You know, not everybody grew up with like really good parents. Some people don't like their parents for a good reason, but I don't think that means that they should be disrespectful to them. So just watch how he treats people of an older generation slash his siblings and yeah, obviously his parents. Red flag. Whines, complains, criticizes. Yuck. Green flag. Takes great care of his physical health and emotional health and is in tune with the spirit realms in order to fully embody this like human experience, you know what I mean? Because if we're not taking care of our emotional and soul, then we're not going to be able to fully cater to how we present ourselves. Another green flag, builds trust with you, like genuine trust, you know. Back again, he's not bullshitting you and just making things up so you gain like a fake trust with him. Trust is something that is developed over a long period of time. Green flag, no, red flag, self-centered, talks all the time, doesn't listen, and is narcissistic. Green flag, prioritizes you, validates you and your skills and goals, supports you mentally, emotionally, compliments you more than just physical beauty, but also appreciates how beautiful you are, hears and affirms you, and has excellent communication skills. Yes, king. Red flag, drinks all the time, or like every day, you know, uses drugs, pot, substances, can't have a relationship with a human addict. Yeah, I agree for the most part. I mean, it's different when you're using that stuff when you're a kid versus if you're like an adult and like other people have different views on this. I don't know how I feel about it. I dabble here and there with certain things, but when it's actually time for me to have a family, I obviously want to be in the most peak perfect health I possibly can be in for like years leading up to that point, and I also that would be a requirement and like a want from the person who's going to impregnate me as well. And yeah, so basically I agree, I don't want to be with someone who's an addict and living in like active addiction. Green flag. Financially stable, has a steady job or income, good pay, and will help you out when you're in a bind. Meaning, yeah, he can provide for you on that level as well. And I agree. Red flag. On devices all the time, no time for you. If he's always on video games, or he's constantly on his phone, or he's doing things on his phone when you're trying to talk to him and he's not giving you his attention, or he's just spending way too much time on electronics, like, that is so unattractive. Be a man and go build some shit. Get out in the real world and do something. Like, go kill an animal and build a house, you know? Like, why are you sitting on a phone playing, like Mario Kart or something like that? That was really specific. It's fine once in a while. I don't mean to come across like that. Green flag. Has a... Wait, whoa. Where am I? Emotionally intelligent vocabulary. And the way he talks to his friends should be... I'm not even reading this. I'm making stuff up. She said, okay, the way he talks to women has to be respectful, basically. And it shows his intelligence in his vocabulary versus, like, how he talks to his guys versus how he talks to you versus women in general, you know? Like, a man should never be talking disrespectfully to a woman, and, like, you know how guys talk different with their friends than they do to women? Like, pay attention to that also, and see, like, if he's being mean, too, because, you can be, like, the bros, you know, like, guys like to, like, fight, and, like, that's their version of fun, but they shouldn't actually hate each other and be mean to each other. Like, they should still be nice. And then also pay attention to if he's talking to you like you're a boy, if you're one of his boyfriends, but you're trying to, like, be in your feminine energy. That's just, like, ew, I hate that. That's so gross. Like, why are you married and you're calling your wife bro? Green flag. Patient, kind, loving, and helpful. Always. Red flag. Poor hygiene. Simple sign of poor mental health. Another red flag. Ignore or estranged relationship with people in his life and has very few quality friends, or his friends are bad influences and lazy. So our friends really reflect the type of people that we are, and so if his friends are, like, weird, or he doesn't really have friends, that's for a reason. So pay attention to that, and if his friends are really cool and they're similar to him, obviously, then that is a good that's a good signal to show you more of what he's like based on who the people he surrounds himself are. Green flag. Similar interests as you, values your interests and hobbies. So, like, you know, he'll, like, include what you love to do because he knows that that's going to make you happy. He has hobbies of his own that are intellectually and physically healthy. Another green flag, he has good quality friends, like I just kind of mentioned. Okay, red flag. Childish mentality, stuck in teenage years, does stupid things or takes foolish risks to impress you and others. Yeah, that's cringe. Also, people who are mean to other people, like I was just saying, to, like, try to make you feel special if they are really nice to you, but they're mean to other people, that's a really bad sign. Don't fall into that trap, please. Also, I just washed my hair and it's really bothering me. Okay. Green flag. Asks about you and listens. Yeah, like, he wants to get to know you more, and he actually cares and listens to what you have to say. You know, so many men, if you try to have a conversation with a man, they will interrupt you within the first 3 seconds of you talking. And it is diabolically disrespectful and annoying and irritating. And when you're actually able to sit with a man that wants to hear you and cares about what you have to say, that's like bare minimum, but it feels so special because it's so not the norm. So we gotta change that. Okay, red flag. Lies, cheats, steals, tricks. Self-explanatory. Green flag. Takes you out and pays for you. This doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Is a gentleman, opens doors, puts like a jacket on you if you're cold, you know, takes initiative to make sure that you're comfortable and that you're feeling relaxed. Yeah, and then another green flag is taking care of his mind and body, so, you know, that connection to mindfulness and, yeah, has commitment in other areas of his life. Okay, so that's all my mom wrote. There's so much more she even wrote on here. Lots more great qualities than just this. And, yeah, let me know how you feel about that. I think it's pretty solid. I agree for the most part. Yeah, I mean, mama knows best, you know? You know what I mean? And the reason why my dad didn't add to this list is because he's dead, but when my parents were together, they had such a good relationship and had like a really empowering impact on how I view how a woman should be treated by a man, and that I feel really fortunate to have seen that and witnessed it and learned through it. And like, I'm sure he would probably say the same fucking things. So yeah, bye.